This clip introduces the use of photovoltaics or solar cells. The circuit you can see in front of you has a motor, a solar motor, which is designed for this purpose, connected to a solar cell, and there's a capacitor connected in parallel across the two. Now you can see on the motor there was an off-centered mass, which when it spins will cause it to vibrate, and the capacitor, the supercapacitor, is a pretty large value, stores up charge. So as the solar bug is put in sunlight, as it generates electricity, the capacitor is charged, and that in turn will make the motor spin. You can see here that I've had to give the off-centered mass a bit of a flick to get it started, and that's probably because it's quite a large mass and it just needs to get over the inertia. And you can see here as it's building up speed, as the capacitor charges, it starts to move around more. And you can change the way it moves by changing the size and shape of the off-centered mass, and also changing the position and the angle of the motor. So the jitterbug, or the solar bug, really just gives you a bit of fun, introduces you to the concept of photovoltaics or PV cells, and the principles of solar energy and solar charging. The purpose of the capacitor in the circuit is to store charge, and that's what capacitors do. So that's why it takes a while for it to charge up. And if you take the solar bug out of the sunlight, it'll keep going and it'll gradually discharge itself until the charge that's left is not enough to keep the motor spinning. This jitterbug's been made using a laser cutter, but if you don't have access to a laser cutter, why not use something like a CD, an old CD, and some bolts drilled through with some rubber tubing pushed over the ends to make the legs.